everybody, it's the Rectors.
Hey!
As promised, we are going to start working on our food prep. It's Sunday and we start work tomorrow. So, as we mentioned previously, we think about the kids and us as well. So we will start by telling you what we're going to do. We're going to start with our eggs. We'll make scrambled eggs. That will be our breakfast. We're going to do some meatloaf for the kids, and if we want to get in there and have some, we can, because it is lean meat. 90-10. Yes. So we would highly recommend, if you are going to eat red meat, that you get lean red meat. We will be making some goulash for our kids because they love it and it's easy. We can make up a big batch and store it for, 3-4 days and they eat it up.
You love it, don't you?
And they also love their meatballs, so we can throw those in a crock pot, put some sauce on them, and they can eat those up. And these are turkey meatballs, so if we want to eat those, we can eat those as well. We'll be doing some vegetables that we can mix in with our chicken or have separately. Right now we are using frozen vegetables. One, it's very convenient, and two, it's still very early spring here. In the summertime, we will be using some of our fresh vegetables from our garden. So we also have our chicken that we will throw into our pressure cooker, get that going, and show you what we will do with that here in just a short bit.
See you in a bit.
Whatever meatloaf recipe you're used to, this is primarily for our kids, so we do like them to eat a little bit healthy, but we don't take away all of their good junk food for being kids.
Doritos.
But we do watch what we put in it. A lot of people use crackers or breadcrumbs or things of that nature. I did put crackers in here, but I didn't get excessive with it in case we want to have some of it. So all I have in here is some hamburger, some garlic, and basil, eggs, milk, crackers. So I'll get this going and into the oven, and we'll let you see how it turns out in just a bit.
We're almost ready to start cooking the scrambled eggs. Usually we do a ton of scrambled eggs because it's good, it's easy, it's a quick one that you can just, once we portion it out, you can just grab it and throw it in the microwave, put a little salsa on it or a little cheese.
I think he's got about 3 dozen in there today.
Yeah, there's a big bowl. I think everybody knows how to make scrambled eggs, but I a lot of times just use almond milk. Instead of your 2% milk or any of your skim milks or any of those, I just use almond milk. Tastes the same, does the same job. So we're going to get started on that. Thanks.
Well, we've spent
about an hour
or so cooking, and you'll see these are all of our scrambled eggs that we talked about. It was about 3 dozen, and they're divvied out. Ron takes 5 eggs usually, and I take 3 eggs usually. As you're beginning, you may want to cook in those counts to get used to what it looks like. We've been doing it for quite a long time, so we can just dish them out of cooking the full quantity and then separating them.
Or use a scale.
Or use
a
scale.
handy dandy scale. So you can weigh it all out.
Ron often also uses salsa on his eggs. That is a good low carb, low fat, low sugar way to spice up your eggs.
Hot sauce, nacho cheese, which nacho cheese has got fat but low carb. Just helps spice it up every once in a while because you'll get sick of eating it over and over and over. But when I put nacho cheese on it or put sauce on it, I could eat it 100 times a day. It doesn't matter. It's all good.
You could also fry up some onions, peppers, mushrooms, things like that, just to give you a little bit of variety. So that's what we'll be doing for breakfast this week. Speaking to the kids, they'll have cereal or
Reese's Puffs.
something such as that.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
We moved on to cooking for the kids. We have their goulash. It is in a Tupperware bowl that we can put a lid on, put in the fridge. They can eat that. Makes it easier when we get home from the gym. We don't have to cook for them. We don't have to cook for us. We just plate it up and they can eat it. We'll keep an eye on it if they're not eating it well for the week. You can get it out of the bowl and put it in something freezer safe. Throw it in the freezer and save it so that you're not wasting food.
We use whole grain macaroni too, so every once in a while we'll eat it. So it's not really bad because the meat's good. It's 90-10, so it's not too bad. A little bit of sodium in the sauce. Green peppers are good. And the macaroni, like I said, is whole grain, so it's better.
And your body needs some carbohydrates to burn off and build up and function properly. We also finished the meatloaf that we had for them, and again, remembering it's 90-10 lean burger. We will eat it pretty much just like this, maybe with just a little bit of sauce. The kids will use our handy dandy ketchup brown sugar sauce, but they think it's yummy, we think it's yummy, but it is going to give you a high carbohydrate count if you go that route. So that's something that they'll be eating and having. And we have cooked our chicken in our handy dandy pressure cooker, which we love. You can throw in about 5 pounds of chicken.
Yep.
And it takes about 20 minutes. If your chicken breasts are frozen, you're going to want to do it probably 30-35 minutes to get it cooked.
If you don't have a pressure cooker, you can also boil it. Because we'll stick it on the stove with some water and boil it for an hour and a half, 2 hours. I just throw it on and turn it on, and then I go do whatever else, come back and check on it every once in a while. But as soon as you're done boiling it, or as soon as you can do it that way if you don't have a pressure cooker.
And with the chicken, you can either serve it like this, just put some seasonings in there, whatever you want to put in there. Most of your seasonings are worry-free in regard to your calories and your carbs. Just use whatever you like to flavor it up. Then we use a masher. This can be used for anything, potatoes, meat, anything that you want to use.
Making kids behave.
And we use it and make it shredded chicken, or like a pulled pork that you would see in a restaurant. And then you can put an array of things in it. You can put barbecue sauce on it. You can put dry ranch mix in it. You can put salsa in it. Cheese in it. A whole plethora of things that you could put
Teriyaki
in it to flavor it up and add some variety to your week.
And you can eat it by itself, or you can stick it in a wrap. A lot of times we'll do that, where if you get tired of just eating it by itself, take a wrap, put the chicken inside the wrap, put a little lettuce on it, some guacamole, or sour cream if you don't like guacamole, or some, or throw some salsa in it, and it's just as good.
And then not lastly, but we also have our handy dandy vegetables. These are steamable Normandy mix that we'll just throw in the microwave, cook them for about 5 minutes, and then when we divvy out our chicken, we'll throw about 2/3 cup to a cup of vegetables in there, and we'll have chicken and vegetables for lunch. Ron will probably take 2 of those, and a portion of eggs, and a double protein shake to work, and that will be his meal.
Carbs is white rice. That's the sticky part. You just kind of have to see what your body likes. I do the white rice. It's high glycemic, so it spikes your insulin, which is what you want, because once you go to the gym, you break the muscles down. Your insulin spikes, what shows all the nutrients back into it and builds it back. So that's what I use as white rice. But if you don't use all that white rice that gets shoved in, then you get fat. And so you'll have to.
And when he says use, he means burn it off, not consume it all.
Yeah. So you have to see what your body can take and how much it can take. Mine's about a cup. Sometimes it all depends. If I had something like, if we have goulash tonight and I ate some of this goulash, then tomorrow when I eat my meals, I may cut it to half of a cup, so that I'm evening it back out again. That's you just have to do it on your own, and you really can't use the scale with that. Just go a couple weeks, start at a cup, and a couple weeks after eating it and you feel bloated or you feel like you're gaining, then cut it back a little bit. Also, if you're not hungry, I eat about every 3 hours. So in the beginning when I done it, in the 3 hours, if I wasn't hungry, because I started out at a cup and a half, if I wasn't hungry at 3 hours, then I started backing it off, because that meant that it was not using it all and I still had it. So it kept me full and bloated. So cut it back a little bit each time, and then you'll find out what your body wants.
So that's what our week will be this week. We look forward to sharing more ideas with you and hearing back from you on if you like any of this, or if you need more explanation or more definition of what we were doing here, what you would like to see. So please like our view, subscribe our channel, and let us know what you'd like to see. Thanks, and see you later.
Bye.